Welcome to Inside the Ink, where we uncover real stories from the creative minds and businesses shaping professional printing. Built in 1971, Printing Center USA found its groove when ink met paper, and we've been rolling ever since. This is for people like you, creators making ideas real. Welcome to the Inside. Today, I am joined by Brett.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We're getting that storm over here in Montana, so we got some snow, unfortunately, but nothing I can complain about.
Yeah, we're out here in Virginia and we have a huge storm coming this weekend. So, not looking forward to it, to be honest. When I was a kid, that was something I looked forward to as a professional. Not at all.
Not at all. Those delays just kick you.
Yes, yeah. It really throws a lot of wrenches in the plan.
Right. So
Yeah.
you sell stairs for a living, but clearly you don't see them as just stairs. So when did that mindset shift for you?
So, about a year and a half into my career, I've been with Century Stair now for 11 years. And it's really about a year and a half in, it kind of clicked. The culture that we have at Century Stair, the people that train me, we have so much experience in the industry. Our CEO
Right.
has been in the industry for over 30 years. Our sales team has hundreds of years, I think, combined of experience. I got brought up with a lot of experience, which I'm very thankful for.
Yeah.
Um, and definitely, it's one of those things where, in the business, like you don't really notice it if you're not in the business, but like you walk into a home and the stairs are typically the first thing that greets you when you walk into a home. So they're
Totally.
really a focal point in a lot of the homes that are made today. So yeah.
That makes a lot of sense why they just stand out to you guys. And was there a moment in your career where you realized this role was less about selling and more about educating?
Yeah, I mean, I think it came a little bit later in my career. Like as an account manager, I was focused on the day to day and the selling of it and stuff like that.
Right.
But I've now been a sales manager for a couple years, but in the last 2 years, I've transitioned to more of an executive role in the director of sales. And that's really
Exciting.
where my mindset has changed to more of the education, bigger picture type of stuff. And it's been a really rewarding, challenging process, but it's been an awesome one for sure.
And how you mentioned the stairs are the first thing that greets you when you come into a home straight through the door. So most people don't think twice about staircases or building stairs and
Yeah.
what's standing right in front of them. Why do you
Yeah.
think that is?
It's interesting. It's not the flashy part of the house typically, right? You have a
Right.
flat, everybody's worried about the kitchen or
Yep.
everybody's worried about the closets.
Yep.
But most people look at a stair as a way to get up and down. That's it. But a lot of our clients and a lot of the people nowadays, because nowadays I think people are really focused on, with everything being so expensive, obviously, people are looking at, okay, well, if I'm going to spend 1 million, 2 million, whatever, millions of dollars on this house, I want to see something, I want to see what I'm spending my money on. So
Right.
these bigger houses, you walk in the door and there's the stair. So a lot of people want that stair to be a focal point, a statement when they open that front door. And it's been cool to see, where the industry's gone. A couple years ago, well, when I started 11 years ago, everybody wanted curved stairs and traditional. And now everybody's like, I want modern, I want glass, and I'm one of those people for sure.
Right.
But it's been cool to see kind of everything change. And a lot of people today are more worried about the stairs than they were in the past. But with Pinterest and Houzz and everything else, it's been really good for us.
Right.
So people can focus on that, being like, wow, I want something different. I want something different than my neighbor had. So, it can be a really cool statement piece, an art piece. I think really is what I tell people is like, we don't make staircases, we make art. We make, focal points, we make statements, which is really what I believe in. We make some really cool stuff.
I love that. That's such a great marketing perspective too. And from your perspective, what do you think separates companies that treat design like that as an afterthought versus the ones that actually win it long term?
Yeah, so that is really what we focus on. We really focus on the front end of things, like the disconnect. There, a lot of the times in the industry, there's a disconnect between the architect and the builder and the end consumer. So we try to like bridge that gap, right? We try to work with the architects, work in the design phase to
Uh-huh.
really say, we can get a set of plans and say, this stair is beautiful, but I think there's a different way that we can do this to really make a bigger statement and to make sure that there's no, a lot of the times too with stairs, like it can be focused solely on the stairs and the design process can forget about the rails.
Right.
And everything that you do with a stair is going to affect the rails. So we want the whole thing, the whole turnkey project, the stairs and rails, to be awesome. And
Right.
sometimes we have to change the stairs to make sure that the rails are awesome. So that can be that really that separates us from what a lot of other people do. Other people would say, okay, here's the plans, I'm going to do that and move on. We take the plans and say, okay, is there a way that we can change this to make it awesome? Or is
Right.
this, it's designed well, let's go with it. So we really focus on the front end of things there.
I love that perspective, and it's so interesting how you said like the stairs with the like rails and stuff, how they have to coexist as a pair rather than be so separate, or else your design might fail in the end.
Exactly, exactly. If you focus too much on the stairs and well, that's an awesome stair, and don't think about the rails, it can really throw your project off course.
Yeah, come back for you. So
Yeah.
some builders focus purely on function, like you were mentioning, and speed of getting through the job. Why do
Yeah.
you think investing in design still matters, even when timelines and budgets are tight?
It matters so much. Again, going back to like people really want to get value for their money these days. My CEO says it all the time. I won't say it exactly how he says it, but you can't put a staircase that's an afterthought in the middle of a home that's super grandiose. You just can't have it be an afterthought. It's not
No.
what it used to be. You can't put a pine box stair in the corner of your home because as just a utilitarian stair, you have to
Yeah.
have that stair that's in the middle of your house be another piece of the home, an art piece, a functional piece of the house. So
Right. You don't want an additional eyesore that not only costs you money, but you could have designed and didn't.
exactly, exactly. Like I said, my CEO has a colorful way of saying it, which is hilarious, but it's totally true. It can't be an afterthought in your house. Yeah.
So, what tells you something is building trust versus just filling the space?
Yeah, yeah. So really, we are all about relationships for sure. That's the way we like to operate. We like to build the trust. For us, it's not about selling stairs. It's about designing art, designing that thing that people are going to come back to and say, "Wow, this is an amazing piece of my home," and take pictures and say, "Look at my stairs," and all that type of stuff. So building the relationships and building the trust is really what we're all about for sure. We're not just on to the next sale. We're making sure that we call it we're a soup to nuts company. We like to say we are there in the beginning in the design phase and we're all the way through the install, which is being in the stair industry, it's unique in the home building aspect because we are one of like we can be there at the very beginning in the design phase and we can be there to put the stairs, but we're also all the way at the very end because the handrails are one of those last things that go in the house before the homeowner moves in. So we
Mhm.
are there like basically the whole project,
That's
which
so
is which
cool.
is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great way to build relationships and just make friends, hanging out, building your stairs, you know. So I'm really curious, have you ever built stairs for like a famous person?
So yeah, our CEO has built stairs for a lot of really famous people. Since he's been in the
Cool.
industry for so long. And being in the Washington D.C. area, we've done stairs for football players. We've done stairs for NHL, the hockey players and stuff.
Right.
One of our account managers has a pretty cool story with one of the Washington Capitals players about going to his house and doing some stuff and getting an autograph, which is really cool. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
extra fun moments. And from a marketing standpoint, tell me how you guys use print.
Print. So we
Yeah.
actually are. So we're reinventing ourselves right now in terms of the marketing because in the past couple of years, our leadership has changed. Our previous president has retired. He was another one that was in the industry forever, and it was sad to see him go. But we were excited to see him rest because he put so much effort into it.
Yeah.
And our new leadership now, and he was more of a like a word of mouth type of guy didn't put a lot into the print side of things, the marketing
Hmm.
side of things. And we now, with the 2026 and how things, well, just modern day, right? You need to market
Yeah.
yourself. We're investing so much in social media and print. I had a meeting earlier today about another form of print that we're looking to do to get in our customers' hands to help and stuff like that. We're targeting architects now where we didn't really do that before in the past couple of years. So we can target that architect and get some nice print stuff in front of them to, again, keep us top of mind and help in that very first phase of that house of the design phase. So,
Exciting, exciting. So, is there something that you know now that you're like, oh, this is my everyday practice, but you wish you would have known it when you first started?
There's so many things. I don't even know if I can tell you one in particular, but this
Awesome.
industry is so dynamic and it's so fast paced. I think one of the first things I said in my professional career when I got into this industry was like, I think becoming an adult is realizing that, 8 hour workday has been dead for a long time. And it's like there's not enough hours in the day, period. Like I could work 24 hours and I'm like, I still don't have enough time. So it really, I mean, this job, it just all comes down to time management. But yeah, there's so many things, but I don't know if I can tell you one in particular.
He's like, I got a list. I got a
Yeah, I
list,
got a
guys.
list. Yeah, exactly.
If someone watching this feels stuck selling a boring product or service, what would you want them to rethink first?
Rethink that, that, so again, it's like the stairs, like, so not everybody thinks stairs or their product is boring. There are people
Right.
out there that really care about what you're doing. And I think that's what it is. It's like you really have to care about what you do. And that's what makes Century Stair us. It's like we care about our product. We're passionate about our product. And the same thing goes for anybody else. If you care about your product and you're passionate about your product, it shows. And other people are going to eat that up. It's as simple as that. If you're passionate about it, other people will be too.
Totally. I totally agree. You like gave me chills. That's so inspiring. It's like someone out there is bound to have your same interest.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Yep.
So be honest, are you more of a detail person or a big picture chaos kind of guy?
You know what? In my current state, I'm a little bit of both, but I think I'm trying to be more of a big picture guy because of my role now and the growth of the company and where we're taking it in the future. I'm trying to be more of the big picture guy, but I definitely still get into the nitty-gritty details in the day to day. I love the nitty-gritty details. I mean, that's what I love. That's what I love most about this job, really, is we get involved with such technical stuff, and it's the challenge of looking at the small details and making sure this $100,000 staircase doesn't fail or that fits in.
Yeah,
I love that part of it, but I also love the bigger picture of working with the executive team to come up with ideas and plans and stuff like that. So.
that's really cool. You're like a professional problem solver.
You know what? I tell people I'm a professional firefighter because it's funny when I got into the management side of things, they're like, everybody's problem's your problem now. I'm like, well, yeah, that's funny. And then I was like, oh, okay, they weren't kidding.
This
So
is
I,
scary.
yeah, yeah. So, it's not to say I'm not fighting fires all the time, but obviously in construction, in professional life, you run into issues. Okay, we're here now. How do we move forward together?
Right.
So there's not professional problem solver, firefighter. That's a lot. That can be my days sometimes.
I love that. I love it. So when you're like not at work and you're just having a free day to spend however you like what are you doing?
So I do have two young children, so that's most of my time for sure. I mean, all my time. But I do my passion outside of stairs and family is like I've always been a motorcycle guy. Two wheels is really my passion. I
Yes.
started at a very young age, and I still have a motorcycle to today. Now, again,
Exciting.
with two young kids, I don't get to ride it that much these days, but it's still something that I think about all the time, very passionate about. And on top of that, I played sports in high school and in college, so I like to run,
Nice.
play disc golf. I love disc golf because I'm terrible at ball golf. And I, what I love about disc golf is you can go out and you don't have to really pay any money. You just go to the park. But if you
Right.
play golf, you got to pay, $60 to go. And for me, for what I do, go play terrible. So I like disc golf too. It gets you out and gets you out and about, and it's a good time.
Yeah, and you can hike up the places and there's like different disc golf locations that you can go to. At least around here, there's quite a few.
Yeah, yeah, Montana. I can imagine Montana would be beautiful for disc golf.
You'll have to stop in, visit us here at headquarters.
Yeah, yeah, that there is actually I think a pro tournament out in Montana. I think it's called Big Sky or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, yeah. The golf community, just in general, disc golf or regular golf is wide here, very wide.
yeah, it's a beautiful state. I haven't been there, but I definitely that's on my bucket list to visit Montana one day.
You'll have to. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And finally, how can our listeners see your work, find you on social media, or get their own Century Stairs?
Yeah, so you can find us on hows.com. That's where we've collected all of our projects. We have, man, I think 150 on there now. We have a lot of projects on there. I was lucky enough that, 11 years ago when I started in this industry, we weren't, we kind of had a website. But we were very, again, my previous leadership, we were a word of mouth type of company. But
Right.
now we have all that stuff on there. So it's really inspiring for people to go on there and say, well, I love that. And it's one of those things where if we have a customer to come to us and be like, where can we go to kind of get some inspiration or whatever, we can send them there. And there's 150 projects. You could pretty much find what you're looking for on there. And we've invested a lot we're on Facebook, Century Stair Company. We're on Instagram, Century Stair Company. We're on TikTok. We're just getting started on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're just getting started on YouTube too. You can find us in any of those locations, and we continue to post more on there, and you'll see us out there on the socials.
Awesome. Well, you guys heard him. Be sure to check him out on all those socials. Check out the website and the portfolio. It's gorgeous, you guys. You don't want to miss this. And thanks, Brett, for sharing your story and spending some time with us today. We really appreciate you and working to put in the time and just enjoying the world of print.
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. This was a great experience.
Awesome. And to everyone listening, thanks for tuning in to Inside the Ink, where real people and real projects keep the presses rolling. Until next time, see you inside the ink.